Welcome to the second Quilttube video for Moneik Quilts. I'm Monique Stevens, and I've been a quilter for almost 23 years, starting back when I was in college and making t-shirt quilts, and I have evolved a lot since then, but I also am still very much a t-shirt quilter. So I wanted to hop on today and show you that I made a t-shirt quilt. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the entire t-shirt quilt. It is a lot of smaller t-shirts, and what happened is the gal that I made it for, she started cutting them, she started making the quilt, and then she decided that maybe she didn't want to do that for her daughter, and so I said that I would finish it for her. Problem was she cut all the t-shirts out without interfacing on them, and then it was really hard to get them into the right position because t-shirt quilts stretch, and she cut them very close to the design, and so I didn't have a lot of room to play. And so, for instance, this Nebraska is cut really close to the Nebraska, as well as this other one beside it, and it was hard to find a pattern that would work for it. For t-shirt quilts, I love the Angela Walters t-shirt quilt pattern that she just developed, and it uses 12.5-inch blocks. This one uses all random sized blocks, but basically the big blocks end up being 16.5 inches unfinished, and then all the other blocks fit in that size. So all the ones that are bordered up here are 12.5-inch blocks, and then some of them are 10.5-inch blocks, and then I used some random grays around them, just trying to mix it up and match it to what the t-shirt quilts fit. The reason I wanted to show you this is she only made me an offer to make the top. She didn't want me to quilt it for her, so she is going to hand quilt this. We'll see how that goes with that interfacing on the back. It might be a little bit challenging, but this is what she wanted. I ended up having one extra t-shirt quilt block, so I took it and made it into a 16-inch pillow. So on the back, you can see that there is a simple Atkinson design 18-inch zipper that went across it. It's a 16-inch pillow form. I'm going to press it a little bit better, and then these will go back to her hopefully over the weekend so that she can begin hand quilting. But when I had an extra block and I didn't really know what to do with it, I decided a pillow would be a good idea. That was last night. Also last night I made this quilt top for one of the little boys at work. So this is called Carpenter Star. Instead of having the diamond pieces in the inside, I chose to make that inside block a fussy cut piece of the bull with the clown in the barrel. Each of the corner blocks also is fussy cut so that you can see the little rodeo characters. Now, this fabric is old. I don't have a line on it. My mom made some cowboy quilts with it before she passed. Today has been 11 years on February 11th that my mom passed away, and not a day goes by that I don't think about her or think about how much she influenced me. So this seems only fitting to use this fabric that she loved and make a quilt out of the scraps for another little cowboy in my life. This is for a work-study student's son who is 8 years old, and I think that he will absolutely love it because he's a little cowboy himself. That was a quick piecing last night. And then another fabric that is equally as old is this Lamore is the fabric line, and it is a fabric that my friend Jen sent me back in about 2009, 2010. right as my mom was getting sick with brain cancer. And I used these pieces to make half square triangles. So the white and the creams are scrappy, as are the pieces of this table runner. And I am working on another quilt out of this same material. One of my absolute favorite fabric lines, it's Lamore by Deb Strain for Moda. And again, it's very, very old. But I was able to get the quilt top, table runner out of it, the last bits of the scraps of this one as well. So again, I just wanted to share with you this t-shirt quilt before it finds its way to its new homeowner, and show you some of the projects that I worked on this week. Again, my blog is moneik.blogspot.com. It's MONEIK @blogspot.com, and I a lot of times share just the little projects that I'm working on. On Instagram, I'm Quilt Moneik, and Facebook, I'm on Moneik Quilts. So thanks for joining me in today's short, sweet video, but I wanted to share some of those projects that I'm working on this week and give you a little bit of insight into what I'm working on currently. As you can see in my t-shirt says, "Own who you are." That's my phrase for this year. My friend Rebecca Scott, who owns shoprsd.com, has a purse company, and she also sells these sweatshirts that say "Own who you are," and that is my mantra for this year. I'm not going to apologize for what I do. This is who I am, this is what I do, and I want to share it with you. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thanks for joining me. Again, Quilt Moneik on Instagram or moneik.blogspot.com. Have a great day.